Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the ATL. Once the terminus of Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over line.
I guess you could easily say there's a whole lot of real estate in front of them if they want to achieve their goal, which is get to the other end zone.
Yeah, 99 yards to go if they want to do just that. To throw from his end zone, Willoughby. Open man is Noah Brown. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Operating from the gun, Willoughby. That one deep for London. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Coverage by Mikey Sanderstill.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Willoughby. And complete to Drake London. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. On the last drive, Drake London was the recipient of his touchdown pass. And here we go with a 1st and 10 on this drive.
On the set. Set up. Let go. Hawks.
Throwing to start the drive. Willoughby. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown Super Bowl favorite.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Looking to throw. Willoughby. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Chewing up big yardage, another nice game.
That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
A give to Robinson on the option. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both. Throwing to start the drive. Willoughby. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Willoughby. Down the right sideline. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates. I think I can win a race.
Falcons offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits. And they'll go with the ground attack here. He juked him. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
He's got his man London right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The Falcons at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. 25 yards to the house. And the Falcons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Falcons offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession.
Let's go. Bravo 80. Ready?
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He has really thrown the ball well here in this first half. You see the numbers, up over 200 passing yards already.
At the 48-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Panther 60. Panther 60. Let's go.
Off play action. Willoughby. Throws right back to London. Complete again. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Off the play fake. Willoughby. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Darnell Mooney from 13 yards out. And the Falcons are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best.
quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. But he's done everything right so far in this first half. 2 touchdown passes, 2 touchdown runs, as his guys will start 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. Willoughby. Now he's going to step up and run. Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, it'll wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Let's go now.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A 3rd down gain.
And pick up 1st downs.
Here we go. Take off.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's London. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's taken down inside the 30.
That's another Falcons 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Here's 2nd and 7.
18 Cardinals.
Operating from the gun, Willoughby. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 12-yard touchdown run. As these guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fan.
They start this drive 1st and 10.
Come on. Set.
Throwing to start the drive. Willoughby. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and a yard at the 30.
2nd and 1. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Falcons 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready. Set up.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. This pass is caught by London. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Here we go, here we go, go!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
On the set.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready.
Off play action. Willoughby. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. Touchdown, Falcons. Darnell Mooney. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
19 Tiger.
Off the play fake, Willoughby. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. And now they're in the hurry-up. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got this down to the 35. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He has been on his A game. We're in the third quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding my eyes finding him on the bench in between series, wondering what he's going to do next. This has been a blast to watch him play the position.
Now, he's been spectacular with those 4 touchdown passes. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is second and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Checks this one down to Robinson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Back to throw again. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Off play action. Willoughby. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Falcons.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. Keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Falcons get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate.
But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. And this one is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Willoughby. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Cougar 19. Cougar 19.
Back to throw. Willoughby. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go. Check go.
They'll look to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Falcons on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Though definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking.
So out come the Falcons now. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Ready? Let's go.
Throwing to start the drive. Willoughby. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
42-yard line.
Looking to throw. Willoughby. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time.
That's another Falcons first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really should have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. And this will be caught by Mooney. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 more yards there and another first down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Now he'll tuck this and run. And it's caught. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that. That one looks like he'll throw here. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And caught by London. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And quickly they get to the line.
And the Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to throw. Willoughby. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he takes a shot on the release.
Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
19. There we go.
Off the play fake. Willoughby. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame. His nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Cougar 19.
Off play action. Willoughby. He'll try and do this himself. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 23. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
On the jump. Ready.
Off the play fake. Willoughby. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So
well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it.
From the old end of the line of the Western and Atlantic. Looking from his end zone. Buys time, rolling right. He can run it. He's going to have them up to that 23. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field. and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Rolling from the gun here. Buying some time left. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. Rob Flat, first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
Pass play now. Rolling out to his left. He takes it himself. They get an even 10 on that play. And that is good enough for Atlanta 1st down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
Finds the in route complete. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Falcon 1st down. Offense already looking like they're in mid-game form. They've got it down to the 32. They go play action on 1st down. Headed out right. Now he takes it. He's got it in the red zone. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Falcons have a great 1st drive and get the game's 1st points. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. Falcons and their quarterback ready to take over once again. This winning streak has been impressive for him. 6 games now, and they lead so far here. Throwing now on 1st down. Chased out to his right. Mooney downfield, and he has it. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons get 6 more on their early advantage. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can take. Falcons are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their 3rd touchdown in 3 drives.
On the set. Here we go, sack.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offensive confidence.
Buying some time right. Got a man, it's Drake London. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4. And for a long time now in the NFL, going back to the 80s even, 4,000 yards has been the threshold that you got to hit to have a truly great year. And with that last completion, he's crossed that mark for the season. Congratulations to him. Robinson. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
He rolls to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons ready to run away with it already.
That score, this is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he is doing damage with his legs.
Falcons headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Escapes the pocket. Connects on the crosser. And he's got a bunch here up past the 25 before somebody gets to him. An even 10-yard gain on the play. Todd Bowles did not like what he saw, and he's thrown the challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a third one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the red zone on first. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And they take this in for the score. The Falcons can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. Falcons ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And this game has really been a great audition for him, Brock, to show off how well he can do as a runner. I think we could argue that his work there has actually been his early calling card in this one so far.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
An option give to Robinson. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Headed out right. Go right side, caught by Mooney. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's set out. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
And 18 at the 42-yard line.
Ready. Rocco 80.
They're going play action. Buying some time right. He's keeping it. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 8.
He'll air it out on 3rd. Behind the line, he lost that football. And he mitigates the damage by falling on it, but still a loss on that play.
It's 4th down.
Falcons are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here.
Here we go.
Throwing from the gun. He rolls to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
Catch is made down the right sideline. All the way, and that's an Atlanta touchdown! The Falcons continue dominating in our opening half. Falcons headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. First and 10 around to Robinson. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Falcon first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Connecting on a slant. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Bucs' 49-yard line.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. On the move, headed right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it. Right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball. And he still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
The Falcons first down.
Here's a throw. Forced out to his right. He finds Brown right side. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
To the right side and reeled in by London. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with first and goal.
And the Falcons first down.
Ready?
First and goal at the 5.
Goal to go, it's a pass play. And cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grow the lead coming out of halftime. No hesitation on that throw. He got the Falcons ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And their offense has been playing at an extremely high level as this has become a runaway quickly. They've scored each of their last 2 times out.
Here we go, shot.
Pass play on first and 10. Buys time, rolling right. That's completed right side. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. They picked up a 34 yards on that play. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
This defense did the best they could to track him as he ran all the way across the field, but eventually, you're just going to lose him. And that's when a completion was made and turned it into a significant gain.
Man downfield, and he finds London. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's a Falcon first down.
Falcons first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Go!
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up second down.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Chased out to his right. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Here he goes, third and long. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Kicks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a fourth down. Falcons are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hut, hut.
To throw here on first down. Escapes the pocket. He keeps it and takes off. No one's around him. He's got space. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
Taking a chance to the end zone. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down. Off the play fake. He'll throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now here he goes. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Headed out right. That one complete to Pitts. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And, hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Back to Pitts it goes. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
First down.
Working inside the red zone. Hits the slant. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons throwing 6 more on the blowout. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one. Falcons headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here.
Okay, break. Ready, ready. Hep, hep.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. On the move, headed right. Hauled in by Mooney, left side. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Cut for big yards on the right side. Down to the 10. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons running them out of the building. Drake London with the touchdown. Falcons ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. With touchdowns on their last 2 drives, Brock, they're playing some of their best offense here. Could they try for 3 in a row despite the lead? Let's find out.
60.
They go play action on first down. Buying some time right. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up second down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's tackled for a short gain. We're paused here to deal with an injured player, and this is a significant one. Oh, that's Bijan Robinson getting looked at after the play. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Here we go, here we go. Check go.
3rd and long for him here. He rolls to his right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4. Falcons are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And even with 3 timeouts left on the other sideline, they have this one wrapped up. We'll see if they even use those timeouts.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They're going to pass it here. Finds London on the slant. And he's going to be taken down right as he reaches that 20-yard line. So the Falcons defend their building and take the win at home. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to this.
The Falcons' game is over, but his work isn't done yet. The division race is taking shape, and it's time to take stock of where they're sitting so far.